And it is showtime. Welcome, everyone. My favorite night of the week. It's Thursday night here in Indonesia, Thursday night in all of Southeast Asia. It is super early morning in America. It's the middle of the day in South Africa. And we have people joining us from all of those countries, from all around the world. And particularly, I'm seeing American names popping up. Thank you guys for your support. And why aren't you in Florida? Because I'll be talking about Florida soon. But America has a big event on in the next few days with all of the leadership meeting in Florida, including our corporate representatives. But let's jump in. Tonight's talking about growing from strength to strength. My name is Chris Cooper. I am a vice president for Anovite, and I'm going to give you a quick preview first of what we're going to be talking about tonight. I've got you for 1 hour. First of all, I want to do a quick preview of some of the things that Dr. Kleinsmith presented to us last week. We were honored to have him speak to us for pretty much the full hour, just talking about colostrum. In case you missed it, that's up on YouTube. But also, in case you've missed that, I'm going to see if I can do 40 minutes into about 10 minutes so that we can at least cover about the highlights of colostrum for those people who are new to the call and new to Anovite. Also talking about market growth, which is a theme for tonight. I'm going to mention the Founders Club again, which Dr. Kleinsmith mentioned last week, or he actually launched the program last week. We have some more exciting recognition. We've moved up another whole rank level this week. And we've got my friend James to talk about the Founders Summit, also some highlights about the office. He's going to show you some never before seen footage. But this was the call last week, the science behind colostrum. What's happening right now? So we have apologies from our American executives and some of the top leaders because they are heading to this, our lifestyle club trip 2026 at the Sand Pearl Resort. This is in Florida. Qualification, so it's already qualified. And let's have a look at the next one. I'm showing you these because it's similar to what we're doing in Bangkok, not exactly the same. But qualifying overview, you get a trip welcome reception activity, a gift box, complimentary breakfast, complimentary dinners, paid fun excursion, surprises. This is for a qualifier and their adult guest only. So qualification is a ticket for two and a room for two, except at the lower entry level, we'll have a ticket and room for one. But regional directors, national director, international director, executive and above, this is the type of reward you get. Do not memorize this because this is not the same for our region. Ours in Bangkok is more generous. We made it a lot easier to qualify and bring a guest. It's also a lot cheaper for us as well in Thailand than in Florida. So more information on that at the end of the call. But first, let's do our preview of some of the things mentioned last week. We had for the very first time Dr. Anthony Kleinsmith, not one PhD, but two PhDs, a PhD nutritionist in naturopathy, 2 doctoral degrees, more than 35 years manufacturing colostrum products, authored several books. He's a regular on TV and radio. He really is a world-leading authority on colostrum. Now, one of the first things we did is we showed this new video. Now, I want to show it to you again. Last week we showed 2. I'll just show you one of them. This is the main video. This is the colostrum 6 video. What I love about this is, this is one video of about, I think, 12 or 14. There's literally a video on every product that has been produced. They're being launched this weekend in Florida, so I'm only allowed to show you this one. But the thing I love is they are designed with AI without lips moving or without text, because every one of these videos will be instantly available in every one of the main languages that we operate in with Anovite. So when the new website launches soon, all of these videos will be available, and whether you're speaking Tagalog, whether you're speaking Chinese, Mandarin, whether you're speaking Indian, Hindi, these videos will be speaking to you live in your native tongue voice, just as this video is doing to me in my native tongue voice, which is Australian. Listen for that Aussie accent.
Your body knew colostrum before it knew food. It's the first nutrition nature ever designed, the signal that tells your cells how to build, protect, and repair. As adults, we stop making it, and that shows up as lower energy, slower recovery, and visible aging. Colostrum 6 restores what time takes away. sourced exclusively from certified bovine colostrum, collected in the brief window of the first 6 hours after birth, when it's at its most potent. Over 700 naturally occurring bioactives in one whole food, built for energy, recovery, and resilience. Not a supplement that pushes your body, a foundation that brings it back into balance. Colostrum 6, where everything begins.
So that's your teaser, videos that speak to you in your own language, your language choice option, and in your native tongue, and videos that you can share on social media, and plenty of them. So another week or two, we can show you more of those. Okay, a summary of the presentation, 40 minutes condensed down to maybe less than 10 minutes. What we do in Anovite, if there's one thing we do, it is medical grade colostrum processing, manufacturing, and sales. We do that from our own in-house manufacturing plant, and you can see that one day when you visit Utah, and that has achieved GMP practices certification in Utah. From our manufacturing plant, we can manufacture a comprehensive product range covering the complete wellness criteria. This extensive range of products covers these themed areas. They focus on immune support, digestive and gut health, metabolic balance, cellular renewal, energy, and vitality. Now let's talk about where it comes from. It comes from the cows, and that's why I've got this background today. I'm at the Anovite farm. I'm out in the fields with the cows on my Zoom background. Colostrum is life's first food. It's produced by all mammals in the vital first hours after birth. It's different from milk, and Doc really emphasized that last week. It is packed with all the goodness we need to start our lives, to start our immune system, all of the nutrition. You literally can live, and you do live on colostrum for the first few days of your lives as a mammal, including humans. It is designed to ignite the immune system and fuel rapid growth. This I learned from Doc last week. He talked about how a newborn calf has to have colostrum. Otherwise, there's an 85% sickness or mortality rate. And if the cow does survive without getting sufficient colostrum, it will never be as healthy or productive as other cows. Now, what I found interesting, he linked it with this. Cows are mammals, we are mammals. It's the same for humans. In this study he referenced, it's called, well, Breast is Best, but the actual paper, if you can read it down the bottom, I've actually highlighted it at the top this time. The paper is called The Risks of Not Breastfeeding for Mothers and Infants. And the summary of this paper, and this is available publicly, it's a research paper. Adults who are not breastfed as infants, thereby missing that initial immune and digestive boost from colostrum, show higher rates. Number one, high blood pressure, elevated cholesterol, immune deficiencies. Number four, autoimmune challenges compared to those who are breastfed. So we're different from cows, but in this sense, we're no different from cows and other mammals. That first feed, the first day or two, that colostrum feed is essential for our start, but also impacts the rest of our lives. Humans who do not get that show higher rates of these health challenges throughout the rest of their lives. So colostrum, what is it? It is that first food, it is that first nutrition. It is literally the fertilizer of life, even. Over 172,000 scientific studies. Colostrum has all the vitamins, minerals, growth factors, antibodies, digestive enzymes, all of which help build our strong immune system at the start of life. Now, this I also learned from him. Not all colostrum is the same. We are not the only colostrum company. We're not the only company producing colostrum in powders or tablets, but we are different. And by that different, I say we are the best, and we can verify that by a few things. And one of those is colostrum 6. So we need to understand, and Doc probably emphasized this the most, colostrum 6 is sourced exclusively within the first 6-hour critical window. Why? Because within the first 6 hours, it is true colostrum. It is essentially the essence of colostrum, concentrated, pure colostrum. And that starts to change after 6 hours. It starts to change, it starts to dilute, it starts to transition, it starts to turn into milk, and there's no magic moment or switch. That's why it's called transitional milk. But the pure colostrum, the best colostrum, is the first colostrum that the mammal produced immediately upon birth. The human body knows there's triggers, there's signals. The mother knows to now make the colostrum for the first feeding, but that changes significantly after 6 hours, and by 12 hours, it's almost 50-50, and by 24 hours is 50-50. As the colostrum reduces, as the milk increases, so does lactose. And he focused on this last week, and because I learned a lot about this one. People talk about a lactose intolerance. It's a real thing, particularly Asian communities tends to deal with the challenge of lactose more great. Within 0 to 6 hours, that's our certified colostrum, and that has very little lactose because lactose is milk sugar. But as the colostrum decreases, as the milk increases, by 24 hours, it's double to triple the amount of lactose. And then after one day, after 24 hours, it's pretty much becoming regular milk, and that's high in lactose. So why is that significant? There's a whole paper that you can download. This is in your back office under, the resources section. But the summary of this is that colostrum contains almost no lactose. So those that are lactose intolerant should have no problems with high quality colostrum. That's the difference. If someone is lactose intolerant and they've tried another colostrum product and they said they've struggled or suffered with their lactose intolerance, the answer is that wasn't a high quality colostrum. It is probably transitional milk, or it's mixed with other milk solids or milk powders, and that introduces the lactose. But colostrum contains almost no lactose. That led into this slide. And he talked about how he literally did this test himself. So let's talk about the middle column first, what we call the ideal colostrum powder. So Doc said he hand milked several cows himself within the first few hours to get their pure original colostrum. He didn't use one cow, he mixed a few cows to get like a true mix of the different colostrums from different sources, but all within those early stages. And he called that the ideal colostrum powder. Then he compared that to Anovite's colostrum 6. And on the, spectrograph, I don't know, whatever machine it is that compares the two, you can see that they are near nature identical, or rather Anovite's colostrum 6 in the different measured components of fat, lactose, protein, casein, and albumin. It's almost neck and neck. But he also compared that with one of the leading commercial colostrum powders that is sold in Southeast Asian markets. That's termed New Zealand colostrum powder. And you can see that formulation is significantly different on those 5 different factors. So we put our colostrum to the test and we say we are certified nature identical. Now this one was revealing how much colostrum is in your colostrum. Doc showed this one. It is no secret that our colostrum 6 is just that. It is pure colostrum. It says it on the bag. It's there, and I'm just going to fight with my Zoom screen, but it's there on the label. 100% bovine colostrum. Bovine colostrum, 1,500 milligrams per serving. 100% bovine colostrum. Compared to other commercially available colostrums that they also have it on their label. So this wasn't anything proprietary. This wasn't anything that we had to research too heavily, because it literally says on the label, and I have the can here, was it 10.5 grams per 100 grams serving. So that's just sharing publicly available information. So look at your colostrum. If you've been taking another product for some time, if there's another brand that you enjoy, that's fine, but just look at the label, read the label, see what percentage colostrum it is, see if it's pure colostrum, and then see if it is 6-hour colostrum, or at what stage in the colostrum production it is harvested. Now, our certificates of quality, our declaration. This is the declaration signed by Dr. Anthony Kleinsmith, PhD himself. Our colostrum 6 is 100% collected from the USA, nothing derived from GMO, free from artificial hormones, free from antibiotics, free from BSE, which is the mad cow disease. It is free from foot and mouth disease. It is free from harmful pathogenic organisms. It is manufactured in our certified facility. Additionally, Anovite tests every batch. So this just wasn't a one-off testing that they once did in the beginning. Every batch is tested for these things to ensure the safety of our colostrum supply. Every batch comes with an animal health certificate from the USDA, the United States Dairy Authority, Association, to make sure that it's ethical treatment. The calves are getting the colostrum. It is harvested ethically, processed according to standards. It is animal health certified, not once, but every single batch. So that's our colostrum 6. It is our foundation. We give it to you in a variety of ways. Our pure colostrum is found in powder, chewable, and capsules, but also pretty much the entire Anovite range contains colostrum. Even the skincare, not the K-Beauty, but the skincare from the United States. Doc talked about who should take colostrum 6. His answer was everyone, everyone at every age. Literally, it's the first mouthful of substance we get when we're born, when we're alive, and we can continue to take that, and we can continue in adulthood to get those same benefits that we got as a child born, helping with our nutrition, helping with our digestion, helping with our immune system, as well as many other ways and many other systems in our body that benefit from colostrum. How to take colostrum 6. I learned from this as well. Powder or tablet doesn't really matter. It's whatever is most convenient for you. He recommended front loading first, so taking more, like a double dose when you first begin, and then you can reduce that to the recommended daily serving. He suggests take it 2 to 3 times a day. The reason being our digestive system and the colostrum half-life is 8 hours. So food pretty much moves through our digestive tract in 8 hours. So if you take it 2 to 3 times a day, which is pretty much our traditional meals, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, then you have a constant supply of colostrum working its magic inside our bodies. He suggested that capsules should be taken on empty stomach with water 30 minutes before eating or 45 minutes after eating. He mentioned that powder can be mixed with other foods or drinks. And also, this is a new one, and I haven't tried this yet, but it piqued my curiosity last week. For a topical application, mix some colostrum 6 powder with some aloe vera or a natural oil like coconut oil or olive oil and apply it to the skin. So I don't know if anyone's done it yet, but I'd like to see a testimonial of that. Colostrum 6 powder mixed with oil topically applied to the skin, I presume for healing of skin. So that's our comprehensive product range covering the complete wellness criteria. These are the categories. We have products for general colostrum, for anti-aging focus. We have skincare products, including the K-Beauty. We have products specifically targeting weight loss and weight management. We have workout products to fuel your energy and to heal with recovery and muscle growth. And we even have pet products, products for your cat, products for your dog. So that's the summary. How did I do in about a bit more than 10 minutes? Okay, now let's talk about business. I want to talk about the theme for tonight, growing from strength to strength. Now, internationals, we've been at this for just a bit over 2 months, and we are doing fantastic. I'll share with you some of the stats soon, but for now, these are the markets that we have open. And by open market, I mean countries where we're open for purchasing, where someone can sign up as a customer, an associate as well, where they can order products that come either from the United States, if it's the regular range of products, or K-Beauty that comes from Thailand. At this stage, unless you're in the United States and Canada, these products come to you for your personal use, the personal consumption for you and your family members, and they're not for retail as well. You should not be selling these in the open market. It's only for your personal use. So that's how it works. But one by one, we'll be opening markets, opening countries. The first is Thailand. James will be joining me soon talking about Thailand, but we mentioned on a previous call, and Katie even showed that we have an MLM license in Thailand. Our products are registered in Thailand. Our office is almost ready. I'm not going to kill James's surprise. He's got a surprise to show us later. And then the last step is actually getting the bulk shipment of products from America into the Thailand office, and then we can really kick off our sales locally. We are already working on other markets. Right now, I'm busy with Singapore. We're working to get our products registered and entity registered in Singapore. We already have a warehouse in Singapore. Africa, Like I said, I wasn't planning it, but you guys, you've like demanded our attention in South Africa. We already have a warehouse in South Africa. I'm having a bit of a fight getting products registered in South Africa, but we're working on that. Once the products are registered there, then we can also move products into our South African warehouse. So that's Thailand, Singapore, South Africa, and I don't know where next. We're talking about India now. We already have a warehouse connection in Taiwan, but let us get these first three going first of all. But meanwhile, everyone can order in all of those markets shown. Now, 2 weeks ago, I showed this one, Anovite's international growth. How have we done since our beginning, the 1st of May, when one person signed up? A week later, that turned into 7, then up to 42, 108, 248, 436, and I talked about that being exponential growth. Then someone said, do I have an update last week? Well, I didn't. I wasn't planning to continually update you on this, but I will do so for today, and maybe this is where we stop. But the current number I crunched this morning, 570. So as of the 25th of June, our international growth, so those people outside of the USA and Canada, we have 570 members that have joined in, was it May, June? Oh, we're not even 2 months yet. So in less than 2 months, 570. Now, I mentioned this previously, I think a couple weeks ago, but I just want to mention this again, the first mover advantage. Because there's been whole Harvard books written on this, classes talked about the first mover advantage. You've heard people talk about, wow, what if you're the first to buy Apple stocks or, Microsoft at the time, or even everyone's talking about SpaceX now, these companies that do fantastic. If only you were there at the ground level. Well, this is ground level. I'm not using the word launched yet. James and I, we're using the word pre-launch continuously because we're really not ready for everything yet. We're not ready for the whole onslaught. We're honestly not registered in all of those markets. We've got a long way to go. Sometimes a market takes, it can be up to 6 months to get products registered. Some markets even take 1 year. In some markets, we need an MLM license. In some countries, it's almost impossible to get an MLM license. We have challenges. We've had headaches. The number of times like credit cards have been rejected by the system. When you've logged in, things haven't worked. What else? It was not accepting emails for a short while. People are sick of trying to invent American social security numbers, and I'll talk about that later. I know there's challenges. I hope that you see us punching through these every day as our leaders and as our general field of associates tell us this isn't working, something's happened, the order is taking too long. You see us working hard to try and rectify all of these. That's why it's pre-launch. But those people who are with us now, you are the first leaders. It is working. You are rank advancing. You are receiving products. You are making money. Soon we'll do recognition. You will see how many people have rapidly climbed through the ranks. So I ask for your forgiveness for the early challenges in a pre-launch phase. It's kind of typical. But I promise you the rewards are fantastic because you are and always will be the top leaders in Anovite, the first leaders who joined, those who stuck with us, those who've continued to recruit and build, who order, consume during the challenges. You are way ahead of the pack, and that is what's called the first mover advantage. Now, let's have some fun. Let's look at some of these first movers. Let's recognize some of these first movers. Let's look at our Anovite recognition ranks. The first level that we recognize is that of, okay, this is for the week closing, the 23rd of June, which is a couple of days ago now. So if you've recently rank advanced, you may not be appearing here yet. I'll grab you next time. But associates, we have, as the slide showed right now, 570 plus associates, which is the entry level in our compensation plan. Once you do something, you move on to senior associate. That is when you've activated your account with an order of 50 PQV. You have one personally enrolled active associate in your left leg and one in your right leg, or you have 4 customers. That's when you start earning, and you can earn up to 1,000 per week in team bonuses. Our new senior associates, as from last week, We have David from Kenya, Claire from Malaysia, Aces from Malaysia, Paul in the Philippines, Aces in Singapore, Taiwan, I'm sorry, I've got to learn to read Chinese, Mandarin, and Yarin from Thailand, and Bangkok from Thailand as well. So congratulations, our senior associates. These are our new ones in the last week at level number 2. Moving up to level 3, regional associate. Be a qualified senior associate, have 500 QV in both your left and right legs. Then you can earn up to 100 per week in team bonuses. You also get the first $100 rank promotion bonus. This is our 3rd level, and those we are recognizing. Congratulations, Angela Lucenti in Australia and our friend in Taiwan. Sorry, I can't read your name, but congratulations. 4th level, national associate. Be a qualified regional associate, get 100 PQV, have 1,500 QV in both your left and right legs. Then again, you can earn up to $1,000 a week, and you get 200 rank promotion bonus. At our 4th level, we are recognizing We Are Aces from Malaysia and Agina Pan from Taiwan. Congratulations, brand new national associates. At the 5th level, directors, we have none this week, but last week that was the highest level that we recognized. So I'm pleased to announce we have a new record set for the internationals. We have people who have now reached the senior director. This is our 6th level in the compensation plan. They have 6,000 QV in both legs. They 6,000 QV in enrollment downline. They can earn up to 1,250 a week. They've got $400 rank promotion bonus, and they start earning in the $50 weekly lifestyle bonus. That's a regular one for them. Please join me in recognizing the highest ranked international leaders in the world outside of the United States. It is Senior Director Aces Golden from Malaysia and Aces Worldwide Malaysia. I congratulate you, and I also want to bring to everyone's attention, this is the 6th level. They've been doing this for about 6 weeks, which means these 2 leaders, I know who they are, they have rank advanced 1 rank every week since they have joined on average. So 6 weeks at this business, level 6 senior director, that's fantastic. Now, I don't know if you can keep it up. It's going to be hard now to do this every single week, but congratulations, Golden and Aces Worldwide achieving senior director. Now, that is also a special rank, and I'm going to tell you why soon, but first let's look at this one. Our leaders to beat. This is a constant challenge we have, constant recognition that we do every month. The chase begins on the first day of the month and ends on the last day of the month. Our top recruiters, you see this in your back office when you log in, but so far, and by the way, this is global, this includes all the Americans as well. Our June global top recruiters, number 1 from Taiwan, we can see number 2 and number 3 was Samantha Meisner and Aces Sayong, but the competition is not over. This runs for another week until the last day of June. But this is everyone in the running. But number 1, you'll get 300. Number 2, 200. Number 3, 100. But look at all those names. Keep in mind, this is the global list. Everyone in Anovite. And I know that probably 80% of those, maybe 70%, are from the international market. Super proud of you guys. We are rocking and rolling. Now, this is exciting. The Founders Club. We had Dr. Kleinsmith. He launched this last week. The Founders Club, it's our International Founders Club. This is a special lifetime, long-term recognition that we give to those who are the first to build, the first to lead, the first to benefit. This ties back to that first mover advantage. I know there's the greater challenges in the beginning, but like I said, there's the greater rewards. This is one of those greater rewards where we reward the first leaders who endured, who grew, who inspired everyone else. You can become a member of the Founders Club. This is what you need to do. The positions open. We have, there's a limit of 100 international founder positions. There's 50 in the United States. They have a different type of program, but this is limited to the first 100 international founders. For international associates, what you need to do is achieve Jade rank, and that's our new terminology that we'll officially adopt from next week. They're learning about it this weekend in Florida. So those from the United States have been used to the earlier names, which is, well, senior director. So that's the parallel rank. But you need to maintain Jade for 2 consecutive commission months, and then you become locked into the Founders Club. So keep in mind, international associates, you qualify at the senior director. Now remember back to 2 minutes ago when I mentioned we have our first senior directors, Aces Golden from Malaysia, Aces Worldwide from Malaysia. I congratulate you guys because you are the first founders for Anovite International. You are Aces Golden, Aces Worldwide #1 and #2 members of the Founders Club. So the first two, 98 positions to go, and then it closes. And what you get a lifetime 1% share of the sales of the company internationally. So you can kind of regard this as shares. You've bought shares in Anovite, kind of, but your reward is 1% international founders pool, founders recognition, founder events. You get leadership access. There'll be other special rewards. We've got stuff for you in Bangkok. But that is the first two members of that club. So congratulations, guys. Malaysia, you're cleaning up. You've got the first, second position, but the world is open, limited founder positions, and once filled, they close. Now, let's talk about some of the benefits that founders can give you. But first, I'm going to bring my brother on, James, and let's hear your voice because it wasn't sounding too good earlier today. How are you, James?
I am fine. I'm a frog, but I'm okay.
I hear that frog voice, a Dalek voice for those of us internationally who watch Doctor Who. But thank you for staying strong and drugging yourself up for this call. You've got a couple of fun things to share with us. I want you to, you've got something fun to share about the office, and also we all want to know about the Bangkok Summit. What have you got for us first?
Sure. Well, let's talk about the office. We had a design team that has come in and designed the office. We're right in the middle of construction. We've got desks moved everywhere. We've got chairs purchased and bought, and we've just added a small stock room, which the government will come by and the Thai FDA will come by and give us a review so we can keep some stock on hand as well as our warehouse. And so we're thrilled about that. And we put together a small video presentation. So this is movie day. So get your popcorn ready and sit back and let's enjoy a taste of what this office is going to be like.
Cool. Okay, let's see what the Thailand office will look like soon when it's done. Launch it. Man, can I say that I'm jealous? If I turn off my Zoom screen now, I'm in a bedroom. You get that office. I was there last month. It didn't look anything like that. So that is what it's looking like now.
That's exactly what it will look like when it's finished. And it's about midway through a process. But these are all using their actual design files that they have. So they've got to meet that specification. So it's fun. We have a good design team. We want something that people can be proud of. People can bring their contacts into and feel like this is a special place. And it really shows the commitment of Anovite, not only to the international expansion, but it shows the commitment of Dr. Kleinsmith to each one of you on this call, that we're serious and we have serious intent. And between Chris, myself, Rod, and Dr. Kleinsmith, we've got probably 130 years of experience combined in the industry. So we kind of know what mistakes not to make. So we want to make sure that we're on the right path and that we are moving forward in a stable way. And this is a really nice office that you're going to be proud of for decades and decades to come. And we will expand from there. So that's going to be
Cool.
a lot of fun.
And you say it's an office for everyone, an office for the people. I saw a boardroom there, a training room. How's
Yes.
that going to work, James? If someone is in Thailand or if someone goes to Thailand, can they use that office? Can they use it for meetings?
Absolutely, they can, and all they have to do is contact us and let us know when they're going to come, how many people, and we will keep a schedule. And if the office is free, we'll book it for them, and if it's not, we'll find another way. In our office tower, we actually have the capacity in various rooms that are available there to have up to 5,000 people, and so the potential is enormous out here, and I'm thrilled that Asia will be able to be part of it.
Good. It'll be good to see the first office, which is the template, I guess, of what other offices will look like as we
Yes,
expand around the region. Okay, and I think people, you will get to see it first and this is your next announcement, at the Anovite Founders Summit. So that's what's coming up next in September. That will
absolutely.
be in Thailand, and the office, will it be ready by then? It better be.
No, it will be, and I want to give a shout out to Golden and Billy, because Golden came in and is a feng shui master and gave us some pointers. And so from that perspective, the office is designed perfectly. We follow directions. So very thrilled about that. For the Innovatate's Founder Summit, it's going to be at the Avani Rachata Hotel, which is located a quick walk from the office. It's right across from the tower in the Fortune Mall area, and it's a brand new renovated hotel. So the hotel has been around for a while, but they just freshly finished renovation there. So the rooms are all sparkly and nice. A very nice breakfast buffet, and we've got another little movie. So keep enjoying your popcorn.
Okay, so James, it's all the good announcements tonight. Let's see the venue for Anovite Founders Summit Bangkok in September. Take a look. Beautiful. I like the buffet. And you say that's right across the road from the office, is it?
Yes, it's literally a 5-minute walk.
Great, but
So
not across the. I know what streets are like in Bangkok. Do you have to cross the street or is it an
now,
underground tunnel?
underground tunnel that you go down under, and you come right up, and you're in the lobby basically.
Perfect. And the beginning of the video, it showed the hotel on what looks like on top of a massive shopping mall. Are we
Yes.
going to lose everyone to shopping in Bangkok?
Well, that's an IT mall, so we might lose the techies to IT shopping.
Great. Okay. So we've been saying that the date for this event is late September 2026. So, James, you've told us the venue. Can you tell us the dates yet?
It will be the last weekend of the month, so of September.
Your voice drops when you say that. Are you 100% certain or is that 90 or 80%?
I'm 95% because I had to sign up.
95%. Okay, so let's change this slide for next week. But everyone, you heard it straight from James, who gave a strong binding promise that it is the last weekend of September. I don't have a calendar, so I don't know what that is, but it's the last Friday, Saturday, Sunday in September. So mark that in your calendars, request time off work, tell your partner that you're leaving them and the kids at home because you are coming to Bangkok, Thailand. Americans, you're welcome as well. We'll have a separate incentive for you or a full buy-in. But the Avani Hotel last weekend of September, the qualification for that is the 1st of June to the 31st of August. The qualification reward is based on your highest paid as rank that you achieve up until the last moment. So what we do on the 31st of August, we do a screenshot. We look at everyone's highest paid rank at that time, and that's the parallel reward that you get, which includes free entry for one, free entry for two, accommodation, food, and even subsidized airfares up to full airfares up to $1,000 US. And if you live locally and your flight's cheaper, then you get the cash and you get to make a profit even. So stay tuned. That part we haven't announced yet, but we'll be letting you know that soon. And hopefully after this big event in America is done on the weekend.
Yeah.
But thank you, James. You made a lot of people happy with those announcements tonight. So the new office, we see what it looks like. We get to see it in September, and it will be the last weekend of September for the Founders Summit at the Avani Hotel. Was that it? Avani Hotel?
Avani.
Great. Thank you, James.
Thank
Rest
you.
well. Look after your voice. I need you next week. Actually, I need you tomorrow. So, international value packs. Let's move on. Am I doing well? Yep, we're within the hour. A few more business tips, some business training. So, the international value packs, they are up, they are selling, they are working. People are receiving them. We've had people receive colostrum packs, ultimate health packs, even the Lepti Trim 6 weight management packs. They've been received around the region, but also K-Beauty. We have testimonials coming in from South Africa. Our first testimonial was from Taiwan. We have several people in Malaysia who've received this. I know one in Australia who's received it. So guys, it's working. When you go to that drop-down box, when you see the countries, choose the country that you'd like to ship to, select the value pack that you would like, and or individual products, because you can buy everything that's available in the store for your country, and they are going out and you're receiving them. I want to talk about something. I want to help you realize something. I want you to realize that you right now are doing duty-free shopping. Don't you love it when you go to the airport and you look around and you've got your watches, your cameras, your alcohol, your beauty skin products? They're all cheaper at the airport, or they should be, because they're duty free, which means that you don't pay taxes or GST or SST or VAT, whatever it may be in your country. I want you to know and realize that right now in Anovite, you are doing duty-free shopping. That's one of the benefits of the way that we're operating. When you're buying from the United States, you're buying for personal use, you are not paying any taxes to Anovite. The price that you are paying is duty-free or tax-free. Now, there may be instances where some orders or larger orders may get tripped up in your country, and then you may have to pay tax, but that's up to your country. And actually, so far, no one has told me that they've had to pay local taxes yet on any of their orders. But realize this, it is duty-free, and this is what you're paying. Right now, it's $299.95. If you are in the USA, you pay $299.95 plus, what is it, a federal tax, plus a state tax, so it's $299.95 plus the taxes are on top. When you buy that same pack or any product from international, you are not paying any taxes. All you are paying is the shipping, and right now that's maxed out, that's capped at $25. $25 over $299 is 8%. So right now, everyone is paying just, if it's a value pack, $299 plus shipping, which works out to about 8%. Please know, realize, understand, this is the cheapest you will ever be able to buy our products, because when we launch locally, not only will you be paying the $299.95, but you'll be paying international handling fees. It's called S&H, or shipping and handling. Plus, depending on the country, you may be paying tariffs, you may be paying duties as well, and you may be paying, or you certainly will be paying, your local GST, VAT, SST. So what are these in countries? So they range greatly depending on the country, and sometimes in the country depending on the product. But here's an example from a couple of countries with nothing: Brunei, Macau, Hong Kong. Taiwan's pretty cheap at 5%, but Malaysia, Singapore, 8 and 9%. Vietnam, Korea, Japan goes up and up. New Zealand get hit pretty hard. India, whoa, that's a heavy one. And South Africa, I should have had you on there as well, because that's pretty high too. In addition, some countries impose like luxury taxes or extra shipping and handling charges. So when we launch locally, the prices will go up. They have to go up because we need to follow the local laws. So keep that in mind and use this as part of your understanding and part of your sales pitch. Right now in Anovite, you are doing duty-free shopping. You get the same joy as when you buy products at the airport, because in that instance, you do not have to pay local SST, VAT, GST. It is duty-free. And right now in Anovite, when you're purchasing from America, you're also paying duty-free, tax-free. So enjoy that special time. This is like a honeymoon period before we launch locally, and prices will go up. A few more business announcements. We fixed this one overnight. SSN. Aren't you sick of our system asking you what's your social security number? It doesn't apply internationally. It only applies in America. You may have noticed overnight the wording for this has now changed. It says United States tax ID or leave empty if outside of the US. So it's no longer a required field. But if you want to, you can enter your local tax ID. So this field is open now for different characters and numbers. But know this, it must be a unique number. So for a long time, and that's actually my fault, I told people just like type in a bunch of zeros to override it. But it must be a unique number. So the first person who put in the zeros, that's locked in. So it won't allow that anymore because it's not a unique number. So either ignore that field for now or put in your local number, which may be a tax number, social security number, what I don't know, there's all different numbers that we have around the world. But for the USA, okay, note this, for USA, this is still required for tax reporting. So that's turned on for America. Also for the USA, your commissions are held until this is entered. So if you earn commissions and you do not have your SSN number in there, your commissions will not be released. But for international, it's now turned off. Commissions are now released regardless of this field. And also there's a new site, there's a new enrollment process coming soon. So that's just all good news. That just makes things more easy for you and also releases more money to more people because your commissions are now not being held up by that field. Getting paid. How do you get paid? Well, it's still that the Pay Quicker card that we've talked about. First of all, when you earn your first commissions, and I think last week we had a huge amount that were notified of their first commissions, you'll get notified first of all of the amount of money that you've earned. The payout date, the payment method is by Pay Quicker Velocity. Then when you log in, it will say that you'll get a plastic card. That plastic card takes about a month to arrive. You can activate the plastic card. This is what the plastic card looks like when it comes. It has your name on it. It's an Anovite branded Visa card. You can use that to swipe and tap. But best of all, immediately you can switch on Apple Pay. And I don't know what the Android equivalent is. I've been Apple for 10 to 20 years, but for Apple Pay, Apple iPhone for credit card payments, you open your wallet app on your phone, tap the plus button, select debit or credit card, scan the card using the camera, and then complete the verification. And then in your wallet, can you see that very, very top card in the wallet? It has a Anovite on it. So that's your Anovite card in the Apple Pay. And then you can continue to do business. You can tap. The first person in Melbourne told me she bought a cup of coffee using her Apple Pay and her Pay Quicker card in there. So it does work. People are using it around the world. Pay Quicker card is available in almost every country, but there's a few catches. And I was reminded South Africa said, what about us? But sorry, South Africa's on one of the restricted lists, but that's only for the physical card. That iPay or Android Pay can work immediately. So when you earn your commissions, log in, get your virtual card. All countries can use Pay Quicker virtual banking card. From there, you can transfer money to other accounts. You can also pay for things, and you can set up your virtual card as well for banking. In order to clear things, card declines, that's been a big issue. And we had Rod talking about that specifically. When was it? I think 2 weeks ago. I'm losing track. But how do we fix it? So one of the most important things is we need to have your accurate information. Our system needs to match what the card and the bank are all talking to each other. But with your name, it needs to be, or should be the same as on your card. Sometimes when you use code names or like the ACEs names, that could trip it up. You need to have an email address. You need to have a phone number, a mailing address. So make sure that that's all accurate, but also go into your card settings. And this is my physical card on the right-hand side. So I have an app. I bank with a bank called Pramata. I went into the app and I had to turn on domestic retail shopping and ATM withdrawals. I had to turn on international because it wasn't turned on for international shopping. So I had to physically program my card or activate it for retail shopping and ATM withdrawal. I also had to activate contactless without PIN. And I also have an overseas daily limit because the card will also decline if it's insufficient funds or if the card if what you're buying exceeds the amount on the card. So keep those things in mind. So partly it's you have control, partly the company has control, but we're getting better at clearing the cards, and we actually have a full-time staff member who is doing just that. Now, changing gears, I want to talk a little bit about social media. A lot of our business, a lot of our promotion, a lot of our recruitment is done now through social media. And we've had a lot of fun with this and a lot of success. If you want to be my friend on social media, I'm old school. I'm more of a Facebooker. I'm not too groovy yet with Instagram, but on my Facebook, I have posted dozens and maybe even 100 different social media posts that you are welcome to forward. You are welcome to copy and paste. You're welcome to slightly edit as long as you're keeping the wording compliant. Please use that material. That's why I put it out there publicly. I've got over 7,500 friends, I think. They're not all my friends, but they're all followers who can see and access material. So look at that, see what fits you, your narrative, your personality. Remember back to the training we did a couple of weeks ago with Landy when she talked about social media. It is one of the best tools that we have at our disposal for direct selling and recruitment and sharing and sales, and even for customer sales. But let me give you some quick guidelines. Maybe you've seen this, maybe you haven't. It's in your back office under the resources section. Testimonials and claims. Don't go too wild. Don't go too hard. Don't go too miraculous. Don't go healing, curative medicine. So on the list, we have some do's. Look over this list. It's in your back office and there's more details there. But you can talk about how our products support healthy blood sugar and normal levels, maintains cardiovascular health, occasional joint discomfort or stiffness. You can talk about problems with losing weight or maintaining a healthy weight, occasional sleeplessness, scratchy skin due to dryness, promoting or maintaining healthy immune function, nerve conditions, low energy, occasional digestive problems, but do not mention things like diabetes, specifically heart attacks, arthritis, obesity, insomnia, psoriasis or eczema, cancer, always a no-no, fibromyalgia, chronic fatigue, Crohn's disease. Keep away from that stuff. If you're unsure, just send me what you're proposing, send me your ideas, send it to our customer service team, send it to James, and we can steer you in the right direction. But you can kind of get a feel from this list what is yes, what is no, what is warm maybe. But if you're pushing the envelope, if you're worried, just check with us so you don't get in trouble. But use our material, use the slides. They are compliant. Use my wording if you want, adapt the wording, but use this as social media is one of the best tools for sharing our message across the world. Now, for information for this call, for other calls, for training that Angela did on the compensation plan, it was fantastic. Her hot tips, I think that's one of the top viewed recent YouTubes. This is all replayed on YouTube. Dr. Kleinsmith's training on colostrum, that's up there too from last week. This call tonight, that will also be up on YouTube. So make sure you're a friend with Anovite YouTube channel. What's the word? Subscribe. You can subscribe to that and you'll receive notifications when new videos are posted. And like I said, we've got a lot more videos coming up. We're getting close to the hour, but let me give this call a plug. I am proud of our South African family. Actually, it's all African family. They are doing their own calls now because they've got the weirdest time zone. It's not the best for me right now. It's their optimal time is my midnight. It's not the best for America. So they are seizing the opportunity. Our top leader there, Vinesh Nair in South Africa, he's doing his own Zoom calls. This one, Saturday, the 27th of June at 1900 hours South Africa time. So that's an open call for the world if you'd like to see what Africa's doing. And let me tell you what Africa is doing. This man you see here on screen, Vinesh Nair, joined, not even 2 months ago. Already he has recruited over 120 people. So of that 500 and something, 120 plus are directly connected to this man. And that's why I say, South Africa, you are on fire. when we did the group recognition last week. There was one rank, I forget which one, but South Africa took up 2 whole columns on the screen. They are moving, they are growing, they are activating, they are ordering, and there's a lot of love in that team. I'm on their chats, and that word love is used quite frequently. So I love to see the love and the support you're giving each other. But great work, Vinesh. And remember, you're independent associates. You are welcome to do your own training. We encourage you to do your own Zoom calls. You're welcome to have team meetings. This is how we grow this business. So what do we do now? Number one, we are still in pre-launch. Your focus should be on sharing. Your focus is on sharing information, sharing products. Your focus is on recruiting. Your focus is still on locking in leader positions. This is pre-launch. These special leadership positions, we're still establishing our markets. We're establishing legs into the key countries. Soon things will change a bit. We'll make things maybe not as easy. We have to implement KYC. We need to get real details, tax numbers. But right now, it's the easiest recruiting. It's the lowest stress to join. There's no joining fee. You don't have to buy a product. Just think about strategic leaders and who you want in certain positions. And after that, we'll open the floodgates. Continue your self-learning. These calls are a great resource. We're talking about the products. We're talking about the business. You need to learn so that you can teach. That's give a man a fish or teach a man how to fish. You need to teach others as well. So continue self-learning. Order your value packs. No one makes money from recruiting. Remember that. You can be the best recruiter in the world, but if you and they do not order products, you will earn no money. The products, the compensation plan is triggered by many things, but the earnings are tied purely to product purchases. That's what differentiates real direct selling companies, real MLM companies from the scam operators out there. There's no money from recruitment. The money is in the purchasing and the using and consuming of our products. Get your team to order their pack after you've ordered your pack. And right now the focus is qualify for founders, qualify for Bangkok. You achieve one, you achieve the other. Work both the same, because as you've seen tonight, we already have our first 2 founders. They have already earned probably maybe almost the top level for our Bangkok incentive, but that's what your focus should be on now. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for coming tonight. Thank you for your... Let me plug our customer service, info@anovite.com. When you need help, send an email. They're answering quickly. We have added more staff. There's one staff member who just does credit cards now, and we are recruiting currently for Chinese-speaking customer service. So hopefully soon we have good news about Chinese-speaking customer service. Thank you, everyone.